that block right there needs to be a packed ice block. And we've got a bit of a problem with that because it is bedrock, so you can't remove it. Or can you? Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Soap the Great, and I am playing on the TooCrafty server once again. How's everyone doing? Hope you are doing well. So if you are familiar with this walk by now, you will know that I am headed over to the commercial district because there has been some retail transactions going on, and we've got something new over here at the commercial district that we need to check out. I have heard through the grapevine that I am running low in the gunpowder department, so we're going to go take a look over here. Oh, there's the portal too. Forgot about that. It's a lot easier to get over here. The walk is so nice. You can't beat the surroundings. Hello, Brusha. How are you doing? Alright, so let's see. Oh, we got some clay balls, and let's see. We have been cleaned out. Yep, so we still need some there, and my mob farm has been making up the difference there, but the witch farm, well, we're not quite the most efficient at the moment. But we're going to take these clay balls, and I do believe it was Xade that grabbed the gunpowder because he has got something pretty cool over here. And if you have not been watching his channel, make sure to check his stuff out. He's got a great presentation style, and he's a pretty cool builder. He has built this thing right here. You can see his banner marker for the X for Xade. This is Xade Mart. And we're gonna do that. Uh-oh. D is having some trouble. Let's see. Alright, so that is why Xade needed the gunpowders, because he's got a nice little fireworks show. Let's see what he's got to offer. We got lapis. I've got plenty of lapis. Ender chests, got plenty of that. Of course, he's selling the ender eyes from it. And we got anything else? Oh, she's doing some caving. Fun stuff. Is there anything else? What do we got here? Unbreaking 3. And what's the price? Pay here. 1 chest slot, 1 diamond, all items. So I think it would be nice to have a couple of unbreaking books. So I am going to partake of that. So thank you very much, Xade. And word has it that he's got infinity books in his villager trading. I'm really looking forward to those. But we'll have to wait a little bit. But it's always good to have the unbreaking there. Need that on a couple of tools. We'll get that back in. Alright, well, that is it for here in the commercial district. In the last episode, we finished up a wither, and we need to go back to base to see what we're going to be doing with the results of that. So I'm going to head back over there. So I will meet you when we get back there. See you in a bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back at my base. I've done a little bit of work, and you don't recognize most of this, but we are under the slime farm. We're going to have a visitor here soon. Oh, poor guy. That is all the way to sky access, and this is a 4-high odd pyramid made entirely of iron block. And ladies and gentlemen, this iron right here is not the result of going to an iron farm. No, this is the result of caving and mining. In fact, ooh, scary noises. Scary noises. Until the witch farm is operating at a much higher efficiency, I am not going to be using an iron farm. No, I'm going to be caving and mining because that's pretty much the only way to get iron and get all the caves lit up at the same time, because that's what the witch farm needs, is more cave lighting. So all of this right here, it took quite some time, quite a few trips, and found some really interesting cave systems, and I found a few spawners along the way that we might be visiting in the future, but for now we need to put this on. So there we go. Does it have access? Yes, and I got the achievement. Woohoo! And we're going to go here, put this on, and get the haste 2 going. And there we go. Well, that is pretty cool. You know, it took us quite some time and a little bit of hassle, and we put our base at danger, getting that wither going, but here we are, finally. Got the beacon. And now this means that we can get our efficiency 5 tools, and we can start clearing it out. In fact, oh, do you hear that? I hear some music. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed that little montage. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to turn out, but I've got over 4 hours of footage that I'm going to have to squeeze into about 3.5 minutes. So that should be interesting. I'm not sure exactly what's going to end up on the cutting floor, but here we go. We are done with the digging. That's right. And you know, it's a lot more fun when you've got a haste 2 beacon and an efficiency 5 pick. And I just saw how that guy was coming in. I've been getting spawns every now and then of slimes. On this, I went and half slabbed it because I was tired of these guys hanging out. It makes such a racket, but I will probably have to take down those outlines up top just to keep this from happening. Or I could make the outlines out of glass or something. But that's not too bad. It's one spawn every now and then. So not bad at all. But yeah, they were way too annoying when I was cleaning this up. And because we've got the rest of the farm to finish up. So let's see. We've got our area dug out. That looks pretty cool. And I noticed a little something. This has 4 to the wall, right? This has 3. And on that side it's 3 to the wall. And that side it's 4 to the wall. Which means that I messed up my calculations. I'm going to have to go back and figure out which one is correct, whether it's 4 or 3. I'm not sure at the moment. I will probably know by the end of this episode. So if you're getting ready to put in the comments how far the wall should be from the slime farm, feel free to do it, but I will probably already have figured it out by the end of the episode. So let's see, what's next? We've got this area. We're going to have 3 chunks, and you can see what I was telling you a couple episodes ago. We've got the skeleton farm hanging out right into the middle of this slime chunk. So we're not going to get full efficiency out of this chunk, but we should get decent efficiency out of this one because that goes all the way up. And the rain is here. And we are on with quite a number of people. You can see my death count has gone up again and again. Had a few lag related, but mostly from that wither. And then this is another slime chunk, and the skeleton farm juts out right onto the edge. So our wall, we would need to leave about 3 or 4. Again, I haven't figured that out, but the sorting system is right there. So I may not be able to get full efficiency out of this one either. But I don't know. We'll see once we start at that point, and we'll get there later. But for now, I need to get together the collection system. So the little slime reducer and collection. So it's going to be hoppers with cactus behind it. And I may have to dip into my beacon pyramid to get the iron necessary for those hoppers, because I had pretty much drained out most of this area from iron. I got a few more bits of it here and there, but not enough, I think, for the hoppers that are going to be required for this thing. So anyway, when we come back from this cut, I should have the collection system in place, and then we'll get started on the spawn pad. So I will see you in just a moment. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and I wanted to bring you in a little early. I haven't quite got the collection area set up yet, but I wanted to show you a little bit of what I've done. So you can see around here, I ended up moving this wall and this wall back 1, because it is in fact 3 spaces so that the slimes can fall down. So that took a little bit of time. It wasn't too bad. I did end up getting some silk touch book, and I had an unbreaking book, so I put that on a pair of shears, and I was able to move that glass pretty easily. But here we go. I've lined the entire thing with polished andesite, and I'm liking it. It's not highly detailed, but there is a little bit of a difference there on the edges, and it gives it a nice clean look from what it was before with all of the imperfections with the different types of inclusions in it and the caves and all of that. So I like it. Let me know what you think. What would you do with a wall like this? Would you add any other designs in it, or what do you think? I'd like to hear what your opinions are. The next thing is that what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in an item elevator to take all of the slime balls up to the surface there because I don't really want to hang out down here or have to come down here. I want it to automatically go up, and I'm looking at using one of these standard item elevators like you've seen me do before, where we have the water going here and then we've got all the slime balls going into this dropper right here, and then it just gets shot out right there like that and comes on down here. But the problem is that block right there needs to be a packed ice block, and we've got a bit of a problem with that because it is bedrock, so you can't remove it. Or can you? Yep, that's what we're going to do right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to remove, or attempt to remove. I've got 6 tries. That's right, 6 tries to get that bedrock piece moved. And I think the best way to do that is to go right there, although I might lose that packed ice, but that's fine. Okay, we've got little slimes here. Alright, I don't know if you've seen this before, this trick. It is a bug in Minecraft, and we will see if it works. Alright, so we do have a tree that has grown. Let's see what it ended up doing. So not the one I wanted, right there. I didn't want that one. So that's a bit of a problem. Let's see if it did any others. That one also. So you have a chance of, it's kind of like roots popping down and messing up the ground, but I really wanted that one done. So we'll go one more round. Well, we'll go until we can get that, but we may end up with a number of holes in the bedrock, which would be interesting. Alright, let's see. Do we get this one? Every block except the one I wanted. No, still nothing. Well, we'll see what we can get. Yeah, I was going to use this on the roof of the Nether, but we're waiting a little bit for that project, and so we'll just do this. Did I get it this time? Yes. Okay. So we got a few more that I didn't really want to take out, but that's fine. And I bet you we can eventually have a hole down to the void, which is not really my plan, but there we go. We can now put in that other piece of packed ice. So yeah, I've been to a packed ice biome, and it was rather fruitful. So here, let's see, we'll go here and here. And there we go. Okay, so that is ready to go. I'm going to finish up that item elevator, and I'll finish up the collection area. I did finally figure out what I was going to do. Had a good think about it while I was putting in all of that andesite. But hey, when we come back, we should have the collection area done, and we'll get started on the spawning platforms. Alright, see you in a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and you can see that I have done a little bit more progress. Actually, it should look a lot different. So before we were dealing with cobblestone and the bare floor with the bedrock still visible, and you can still see it right there, but that block down there has to be glass, and I didn't want to try and do that dark oak trick again to try and get rid of that particular one, because it took a little bit, and it took me a while to get the one that I needed to be removed. And you saw that in the last cut, but here we go. So we've got the item elevator going. There's the dropper with the comparator clock going on behind it. And the dropper is getting fed by a series of hoppers over here in front of the cactus that you see. And what's going to happen is we've got the cactus staggered, and we'll go up top and you can see it a little bit better, but the water streams are going to push the slimes into the cactus. You can see the water streams there, and if I had Optifine, then we could see a lot better. But the slimes will get pushed into the cactus, and that'll reduce them down eventually to the small slime. And the water will keep pushing them into the cactus, and the hoppers should pick them up. Now, you might say that you're going to lose some of the drops, but with 3 slime chunks, well, I mean, I'm not going to get full efficiency on these 2, but with 3 of them feeding into this thing, I'm not too concerned about losing a few drops here or there. But yeah, so there we go. That's a decent amount of work there. And instead of doing the cobblestone like I showed you in the last cut, that was just to give you an example of what needed to happen. I've gone with the polished granite, and that's really what I'm doing all around here. And I had said when I started this series that I wanted to try and use all new blocks rather than a lot of the same stuff I fell back on the previous multiplayer series. But here we go. This is the slime collection area, and it's all feeding into this item elevator, and that will eventually go on up to the sea level where I'll have a better collection system. But for now, we just got a little bit of a silo, and it's holding a lot of the leftovers from digging this whole thing out, because I did have a couple of chests over in that corner over there, and I needed to clear those out. So I have checked the recording time for this one. We're getting close to 20 minutes, especially with that montage, and I want to make sure that I have plenty of time to do a good editing job on that montage. And so what we're going to do is we're going to call this an episode for now, and then next time we will come back, finish the spawn platforms, actually start them, and take them on up as high as they can go, which is less than level 40 or somewhere around there. I'll figure that out. But yeah, we'll get those done in the next episode, and then we should also have this thing done. And then I also need an elevator to get up there a lot easier, because right now I'm just stack jumping with dirt. Could probably come in with some ladders, but yeah, that gets old after a while. So get a little elevator going, clean this place up, top it off, and then we can call this done. But that's going to be next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, a like is always appreciated. And if you didn't, constructive criticism is also appreciated as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.